All right, so as we take off in this new hour of breaking news, here's your headline. House Speaker Emerita Nancy Pelosi says she won't seek re-election. This ends a storied career in the U.S. House.
Yes, not a huge shocker. She's 85 years old, but still the power that she has brought to the Democratic Party throughout her 4-decade career has been such the history maker. Here is part of her announcement this morning.
I will not be seeking re-election to Congress. With a grateful heart, I look forward to my final year of service as your proud representative. As we go forward, my message to the city I love is this: San Francisco, know your power. We have made history, we have made progress, we have always led the way. And now we must continue to do so by remaining full participants in our democracy and fighting for the American ideals we hold dear. In doing so, we ensure that our city shines on as a beacon of hope, justice, and peace for the country and for generations to come. After all,
So that is just part of her announcement. Think about this, Ann. She's 85 years old. She looks back on a career where she was the nation's first and only female House Speaker, represented San Francisco in Congress for 38 years. So after stepping down as the Democratic House Leader in 2023, Pelosi has really remained a lightning rod in politics. Went head-to-head with President Donald Trump in his first administration and kept the hits going all the way up until today, even yesterday, and on Election Day. A pivotal role with California's many initiatives, especially in that redistricting effort, Proposition 50, which would redraw and will, in fact, redraw congressional maps to get a lot more blue on the map, less red on the map. By the way, that's the subject of a new lawsuit this morning. But this morning, we're looking forward to the future of the Democratic Party. We know that one person would like the keys to Pelosi's office in Washington, and that is State Senator Scott Wiener. He announced right here in the Morning Edition his run for Congress for Pelosi's seat, but today he's striking a positive tone about Nancy Pelosi. He says, "Today I join Americans from all walks of life, thanking Speaker Emerita Pelosi for her years of encouragement, courageous, tireless service to our country." He goes on to say millions of lives have been transformed for the better through the laws that she's passed and her example of fearless leadership that she's provided our country. Close quote from State Senator Scott Wiener, who we expect to hear from a little bit later in this broadcast.
Yes, we are planning a live interview with him at the bottom of the hour. Meantime, we're hearing from Oakland Mayor and former Congressman Barbara Lee, a friend of Nancy Pelosi, writing on social media, calling her a dear colleague and saying that, quote, her bold leadership paved the way for so many women and so much progress. She says, "Thank you, Nancy, for the fierce fight, the unwavering courage, and your decades of service to the country." So, yeah, we mentioned Scott Wiener, but it is going to be so interesting to see who ends up coming forward as being potential candidates for this congressional seat. And she's going to play a big part in who replaces her as well. I mean, she's going to continue her work not only in front of the scenes through her term 2027. So we have a whole nother year of Nancy Pelosi leadership, but also after that point, behind the scenes, in front of it, the powerhouse will continue.
Right, and we really have to position this announcement at a point in time when Democrats are very busy and arguably after Election Day emboldened after they saw a vast majority of voters here in California pass Proposition 50 to try to redraw those congressional maps to put more Democrats in seat in Congress. Of course, that's the California 1-2 punch to Texas efforts to do the same for Republicans. Nancy Pelosi said right here on your community station she wanted to see what happened with that vote, Proposition 50, and then she would announce, and surely this morning she's done it.
Yes, so the fallout continues, and we will be talking to the political experts throughout this broadcast and throughout the day on CBS News Bay Area.
Yeah, and later this morning, we'll be chatting live, of course, with a whole host of people, State Senator Scott Wiener among them, and political expert David McEwen on Pelosi's life and legacy, and really what's interesting to me and the what's next for Democrats
exactly.
and our voice in Congress. Continuing coverage on this breaking political news throughout the morning. And also streaming 24/7 in the palm of your hand on the CBS News app and also on our website, KPIX.com. We've got you covered.